Hi, I'm Rob Johnstone from Woodworker's Journal, talking about basic joinery. This time out, butt joints. Butt joints, where one member abuts another member, usually held together by some sort of mechanical means, are common and very useful. Let me show you a few examples. Here you can see an edge-to-end joint secured with pocket hole screws. Commonly used in face frames, the joint is fast and easy to make and strong. The second joint is an end-to-face or an edge-to-face that uses screws to join the two parts. This is used in so many applications, making stools, tables, and all sorts of things. With that said, there's another butt joint, maybe the most important one, that some folks wouldn't even think of it with that name. I'm talking about the edge-to-edge butt joint. Fortunately, my friend LiLi Jackson has a great video on the topic. Check it out.
Fitting two pieces of wood together is called joinery, and the most basic joint is called the butt joint. Haha, I get it. It's actually because you butt two pieces of wood together. Anytime you want to make a wide board from narrow boards is when you use a butt joint. We're going to use this stock to make a cutting board, so the surface needs to be perfectly flat and square, and the joiner is the perfect tool to do that. The joiner works like a hand plane, only with power. The undermount blade is removing any distortion from the face side of this 4/4 or 1-inch cherry. Next, you pass the face edge on the joiner using a fence. The planing is happening underneath the workpiece, so by guiding the wood from the top side, you can control the cut safely. You want to make sure that the face and edges are perfectly square and smooth, because that'll dictate the accuracy of the rest of the piece. All right, time to cut. By cutting this in half, I get 2 equal pieces that can be butted together for one breadboard. Gluing and clamping may seem pretty basic, but there's actually some important logic to it. I mean, for one thing, it's kind of like the point of no return, unless you're using hide glue. So here are a few basic do's and don'ts. Don't smooth out the bead of glue with your finger. There are residual oils on your finger that will inhibit curing. Don't use too much glue and rub the joint together. They'll float, making alignment impossible and a giant mess. Do roll on a thin coat of glue with a dry roller and distribute it evenly. A clamp head exerts pressure at a 45-degree angle as shown by these lines. We've used 3 clamps to optimize controllability of the glue up, and there's minimal glue squeeze out due to proper application. The glue is cured, both edges have been squared, and one face has already been surfaced. Now I'm running it through the planer, also called a thicknessing surfacer. As the name implies, it planes the piece to the proper thickness and smooths it out. I squared the edges of the cutting board on a table saw, and that's how easy it is to take 2 narrow boards and turn it into one wide board. Now, off to the kitchen.
I hope you enjoyed today's video and maybe learned a thing or two. I'm Rob Johnstone from Woodworker's Journal. Keep on making sawdust.